Well, in accordance with international humanitarian law, protocols of the Geneva Convention, of which the United States and Israel are both signatory to. In fact, Israel was one of the newest nations to sign on to the Geneva Convention protocols in the 1950s. Without question, there are violations of international humanitarian law and Geneva Convention and the protocols of which the United States and Israel both abide by. I'll start by saying where the secure distribution sites, they call them SDS, sites that I worked at. And I didn't just work on one or had experience on just one of them. I worked at all four. I also was with the IDF when we conducted a reconnaissance of all four sites before we started operations. The secure distribution sites are built deliberately, have been built and established in the operational combat area of Operations Gideon's Chariots, which ended a couple days ago in terms of the named operation. But throughout the duration of distribution, in a named ongoing offensive combat operation, 3 of the 4 sites were established in the active combat area to put civilians at risk and not safeguard their travel and their movement to areas to receive aid, whether it be water, clothing, medicine, is a war crime. To put them in that situation, to put them in that deliberate danger, is a war crime. To then fire at the crowds using live munitions, machine gun fire, rifle fire, mortar fire, to communicate with the crowd. And the IDF have said this on the record. Many IDF have said it. IDF witnesses to testimony in Gaza have said it, that they use shooting to communicate with the Palestinians. Targeting of civilians with lethal munitions for the purpose of moving or controlling their movement is a war crime. These claims that I make aren't my opinion. They are verbatim out of the conventions of the Geneva Protocol and international humanitarian law that we should all respect and abide by, regardless of the justification of the war. I am not anti-Israeli. I am not anti-Semitic. I fully support that Israel has a right to defend itself.